Yeah, well, welcome to this video. I'll be doing some Kibitzing again on Blitz games, and this is a pretty nice matchup here between two Russian national champions. Grandmaster, Faust here, check, with the handle Faust, playing white here, is Jan Nepomniachtchi, if I pronounce this halfway correctly. He's a Russian champion, I think, of 2 years ago. And the black player here, the one with the 3 pawns for the piece, is the current Russian champion who just won the Russian championships about a week ago or something. Dmitry Andreikin. Both are 2700 class grandmasters, obviously. And here we see check, black trying to make some headway with the 3 pawns for the bishop. Of course, he's the only one who can really try. And he does his best mobilizing the pawns. I think this is critical for white. In the Blitz game, check, it's very critical. And I think even in general, the H pawn now should decide. Rook A2 maybe, yeah. Check. Yeah, this is checkmate. White F2 mate. Resigns. Yeah, nice endgame fight, and I hope we see a longer match here. This was just the first or the second game that they are playing. It's a 3-minute blitz, and we see here an open Sicilian Najdorf with bishop E3. Yeah, now white is a huge choice. Yeah, this is a rarer move. He could also play F3, G4. Yeah, maybe going for F4, Queen F3, something like this. Oh no, this is entirely different. Here white might try to play on the queen side. Yeah, A5 maybe. And now trying to use this somewhat weakened queenside squares. Rook C1 with the idea to get the rook to C7 could be an idea. Okay, he still plays F4, F5. Interesting. I would think that E5 and D5 now should be okay for black. No, he didn't do it. Yeah, of course, Rook C8 is a normal looking move as well. Certainly not bad or something. I just thought E5 and D5 looked nice. Yeah, now he's playing this. Okay, D5 is maybe not possible because E5 is hanging. Oh, he plays it anyway. Interesting. Yeah, knight E5, maybe just queen D6, and then E4 is also hanging. Yeah, white avoided that. Yeah, black now with 2 bishops. Should be okay, really. Yeah, but what are you doing about the E5 pawn? This is, of course, a question that black needs to answer now. How would he protect it? Yeah, bishop D6. This was my thought as well. Yeah, probably you will get the D5 pawn back at any given time. Yeah, now it gets rather complicated. Maybe bishop d4 now, and bishop f6. This looks dangerous for black, I would say. Knight e4 to come, being on the f6 pawn. If he takes with the pawn now, knight e4, and taking with the rook, you can exchange rooks and then take. And then you've got a nasty check fork on f6 threatened. Yeah, I think this is why black is pausing a bit here, seeing if he's got anything decent. Yeah, this looks grim for black. Black's king is really compromised now with this knight on f6. Check. Always attacking h7. If you attack h7 now, it's hard to defend. Queen h3 and maybe queen c5, c2. Yeah, okay, but white is a pawn up anyway, and this knight is so dominant. Hard to imagine that white shouldn't win. Yeah, still need to be a bit cautious because white's back rank is also a bit weak. And you cannot easily push the d-pawn. Yeah, this is the direct try. Maybe just, yeah, maybe this one looks a bit passive, but how does black defend his pieces now? Rook b8, you play just queen c7, I think. You can also take f7, but queen c7 should really win a piece, I think. Yeah, no moves. f7 and b7 hanging. Yeah, I can just take the bishop now. Yeah, I think black had a pretty good position at one point, but maybe this opening of the position was a bit too, yeah, a bit too hasty or something, not well prepared.
Check. Black resigns.
Mate next move. Alright, so it's I think 2-0 in favor of the current Russian champion. And we've got a Budapest gambit, the rare guest at current Grandmaster practice. Yeah, black got the pawn back, but this is often not the problem of the Budapest. You very often get your pawn back. The problem often is that the structure that arises, and it's exactly the structure here that we have in this game, is sometimes a bit problematic, because yeah, white enjoys some space advantage and knight d5 moves. But here maybe, yeah, rook a6, this is a fun idea, trying to use this rook on g6 or h6, and this can really get really dangerous for white. Yeah, this is very very direct chess, going for h2. But yeah, the c8 bishop is really the problem. This piece is not playing, and the a7 bishop can be a good piece, but only if black manages to get rid of the c5 pawn. This is what he's trying now. Provoke white into taking. Yeah, and now the bishop on a7 is really a good piece, attacking the e3 pawn. Yeah, I rather like black now. It looks decent. e3 is point of attack, and it's not obvious how white should make anything of the d6 pawn. The d6 pawn looks weak, but it is nicely protected also by this h6 rook. Yeah, and now black might even take e3, yeah? Why not? Maybe you have some... Yeah, he didn't take it. He could have just taken, I think, unless there's some trick or point that I'm really missing. Now white keeps the pawn. Yeah, bishop g4 is a bit of a weird move, but yeah, black cannot take. Knight g4 would fork queen. Yeah, this is well, black retreats. There, c8 was somewhat of a problem. Maybe black can take now and play rook h2 e6 to pile up on the e-pawn. Could be an idea. Just take it on g4. I don't really see... okay, he's got a completely different idea. Maybe he wants to play... I'm not sure really. d5 maybe? d5, fixing the e-pawn. I'm not quite sure about this move. Not that I'm terribly suspicious of it, I'm just not getting the idea really. Maybe really d5. Okay, the knight on c6 wasn't doing so much. It's this e5, d4, b4 square. They're all controlled by pawns, and white somehow doesn't move. I hope it's not a disconnect, and this video will get very short. Yeah, there's something wrong here. He cannot think so long. Yeah, would be a bit of a shame. It's an interesting position. But no, maybe around equal. If white retreats to f3 maybe. Yeah, certainly some technical glitch. Yeah, it's a disconnect, unfortunately. Ah, okay. Now he's back, and he didn't lose much time. Okay, that's cool. So we got a continuation of this game. Yeah, so black tries to play against e3, and yeah, white can try to make some pressure on d5, bishop f3 maybe. Oh, they've got a very, very bad connection here. Yeah, covering the d5 pawn. And what black needs is to find some useful role for his c8 bishop. This bishop is not doing much. Bishop f5 maybe, but he could just take b2. Yeah, so black won a pawn, but maybe bishop f5. He missed that. You can just take it. Queen is hanging on d3, but knight f6 also. Maybe this isn't clear at all. Okay, it's still the pawn, but it's not winning immediately or something. Yeah, I think he can take rook e4, threatening rook e8 mate. Yeah, they're playing this much quicker than it looks like because of this huge lag. I hope this will get fixed so that we can really see this match in the with the time actually spent. They're playing much quicker than it looks like. Yeah, black doesn't immediately regain the exchange. Try to improve pieces first. Wow, very nice transformation. Queen, yeah, maybe black can do something now, but yeah, you cannot get to the a-pawn. Yeah, I think this is rather drawish. Oh, this is... Oops. Black's going for the mate, rook h2 mate. Very tricky.
Check.
Yeah, of course it's a draw, but not quite sure what's happening here. They should just agree on a draw.
Game drawn.
Yeah, they try to offer, but it's hard to accept simply because of the lack of time. Yeah, I hope this connection lag issue will get better. It's a bit strange to see the clock jumping back again.
Check.
So yeah, draw last game, and now we have Nepomniachtchi, or Faust, as he's called on IC, playing the, I think it's called the Larsen, Bronstein-Larsen variation of the Caro-Kann with g takes f6. Yeah, I think this is actually a quite underestimated opening. It's very much playable for black. You don't see it often on the Grandmaster level because, yeah, naturally Grandmasters are a bit suspicious about black's pawn structure. And this is certainly a correct assumption that black is running some risks here, but it's quite interesting. It leads to very unconventional position types with this slightly crooked pawn structure. But it's a good weapon if you want to have an unbalanced game that you are trying to win. Then this is certainly the best way to do it within the Caro-Kann opening. You will get much more interesting chances than with bishop f5 or knight d7. Yeah, as we see here, black has sacrificed a pawn with e5, d takes e5 and knight c5. And knight d3 maybe is just a self-pin. Not sure. Maybe you can play knight d3 and play king f1 and then queen f5. I don't know. It looks quite shaky for black. Oh, he immediately sacked the exchange. Okay, trying to catch the rook now. It doesn't have any squares. King e2 is the idea.
Check.
Yeah, we transposed into an endgame quickly, where
check.
It is material equality, but black seems to have the initiative. Now king d2, bishop h6, and this gets ugly, I think. Bishop h6, check. King d1, and now maybe rook a5 or rook b5, something like this. And white will not be able to defend the pawn. Yeah, black had a very active position. I mean, maybe this was a draw or something a few moves ago if white plays the exact moves, but this is very difficult to play. Now the a pawn is getting lost, and the h pawn is not dangerous yet. So white is, I think, pretty much busted. I'm not sure what he should play, really. I don't know, maybe f3 or something. f3, rook a2, king f2, but it's pretty much lost, I think. With good technical play, black should win this rather easily. Rook a2 and just rook a1 threatened. I don't know what white should do to defuse that. Yeah, and now I don't see a move really. Yeah, bishop d2 c3 you can play now. Yeah, this is resignable. Yeah, okay, the h-pawn. You can hope for the h-pawn, of course. But objectively, I think it's just over. Oh.
Check.
Alright, so much for resignable. Black just blundered this this bishop. And I don't know, black will get lots of pawns for all this. But it's not clear at all. Knight e2 now, yeah. And the rook, I don't know, black's rook has no place to go. And the h-pawn is maybe up, but he can play rook h2, right? Knight g3, king e5. I think you could play this. Maybe c2. Oh, now takes, knight g3. This should win, really. Black, it's too quick now. That's losing. Oh, this was a weird move. Rook h2. Oh, this is rather easy to see that white promotes. Yeah, so very very up and down game where both players were winning really at some point. Yeah, sorry for the water noises. Once in a while I just need to sip some water. It's still unbelievably hot here. Alright, we've got a Caro-Kann again, advanced variation. And this is a weird mix here with c5. Yeah, white played this h4, g4 kind of stuff, where you get a huge space advantage on the king side, but you don't develop anything. Yeah, for more on this, you can also look at my channel. I did about 10 days ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I'm not sure. I did a video on an absolutely brilliant game played by Anna Musicuk, the top Slovenian player, number 2 women player in the world, and Emil Zatovsky of Israel. They played a fantastic fantastic game, and I did a video on that. Look at my channel. It's the same line with g4 and h4. Alright, so here in this game, white played this rather strangely with short castles, and black managed to play h5. I don't know. Yeah, I think white might need to play g5, and then you've got the king side closed, and you've got this weak f5 square. I think white should play c4 now or something to get something going on the long diagonal. If you play something passive, I don't know, then black will most likely get a very strong position. Yeah, I think this was pretty much the only move to get some play in the center going. Yeah, maybe knight e4 is an idea now. Knight e4, bishop e7. Or white could, maybe white could also try to get the pawn back with queen a4. Oh no, this is that is a discovery. Knight ce5, maybe queen e2. Yeah, or knight e4. It's a bit like you need to get some swindling chances here, and it's a bit of a time delay. Oops, just got a chat message popping up. Yeah, maybe this is the same issue with the connection that we had before. Let's hope this will be fixed. Yeah, a bit of a letdown that they have this connection issues. Yeah, now we're back again. Yeah, white enters here and has a pawn on d6 now. Still, it's not so clear what white really has for his pawn deficit, and I'm still quite suspicious about white's king position. It's not a problem at the moment, but in the long run, white's king might be the problem. Just imagine black castling, bishop g4, and then the h4 pawn is terribly weak. This is also the rationale behind e5. Yeah, maybe just castles now. Yeah, or bishop e6. You can try to cover this pawn even. It's it's not necessary to give it away. Yeah, but this is straightforward. Queen c4. I also have maybe then bishop e6. But I like also just bishop g4, trying to win the h4 pawn and get at white's king. yeah, trying to get to a discovery now. Knight d4. Wow, very quick transformation going on. Queen h1. Oh, this looks nice. What does black do with his knight? If he goes there, then bishop g4. And this is a really annoying pin. And the d pawn. Yeah, white is maybe good now. Queen h6. Queen h6. But this is just a check. This is just a check. Maybe this was too quick that he took on f5. Yeah, queen h6 is really just a check. Not shown.
Check.
Yeah, f3 just prevents queen g4 check. Yeah, black is I don't know, still needs to play very accurately. The d pawn is a problem. And now maybe rook d2 or something. With rook h2. Rook h2 looks tricky. How do you cover that? Maybe this is still okay. Rook h2, it's not threatening mate. Maybe rook g2 or something. Yeah, f6 was really the only move, I think. Yeah, this lag is certainly annoying. Not much we can do about that. Okay, just took it. Oh, now d7. d7 threatens queen g7 mate. Over. Queen g7 is mate. This was just checkmate, huh? Queen g7.
Black resigns.
Yeah, black couldn't do anything. Alright, here we go again. I hope you don't mind the connection issues. No, it's simply nothing I or anybody else could do something about. Alright. We've got a funny French here with a6, h6, and they're just playing this to make me pronounce this h6 and a6. Alright, so the thing is, yeah, it's certainly, yeah, they were just having some fun here, but really, these moves are much more useful for black, curiously, because h6 prevents a possible bishop g5. Okay, this is not relevant anymore because white here in shadowed, and a6 gives you a nice retreat square for the bishop. Yeah, but in the meantime, white has established a pretty nice control of the d4 square. So white should be really okay. And black, I don't know, the normal move would be something like queen d6 or queen d7, but then white would capture on f6, so you cannot really move the queen, and if you cannot move the queen, it's a bit difficult to connect your rooks. You can play rook c8 and delay all this for one move, but it's not clear what this move really accomplishes. Maybe black can try something like, I don't know, knight e4 or something, trying to open the position for pawn if white takes it. Yeah, black has one of his connection things again. I can, while this is going on, can check quickly if there's some other games. Nothing comparably interesting. Oh, they drew this. Yeah, I guess the connection issues really made them quit here. All right, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. We've got half an hour of blitz action of two Russian champions. Unfortunately, the connection was a little bit of a spoiler, but it was still interesting chess to watch, I guess. Yeah, thanks for watching the video. I'll do more of these if there are interesting games happening.